How's it going, everybody? For today's beer review, we're going to be taking a look at Deep Ellum Brewing Company's Deep Ellum IPA. So this is Deep Ellum's flagship beer, their standard IPA. I had their double IPA, which is called Dream Crusher, and it wasn't anything special. I mean, it's a tasty IPA, but it was just like, eh. But this one actually has an A rating on Beer Advocate, so I figured I'll give it a try, because I was actually in the market anyway for just some IPAs to stock the fridge with. So I bought a 6-pack of it, solely based on the good ratings that it has. So we'll see. This beer comes in, oh boy, doesn't say on the can. I want to say it was either like 6.8 or 7%. I feel strongly that it was 7% ABV, which is a tad bit on the high side for a session IPA for most people. For me, that's right where I like a standard session IPA to be at. And it just says, our year-round ode to the Pacific Northwest hops. And that's really all that it says on the can. So, pretty cool looking can design on it, though. I'm going to be drinking this out of my Dogfish Head branded IPA glass. So, without further ado, let's just get on with it and see how this beer is. Alright. Straight out, the color is nice. Orange. I mean, that's what I would call it, kind of an orangish gold color. I'm going to give that a pretty aggressive pour at the end. Really awesome head potential on this beer. So far, these are all good signs. Formed up an easy 2 fingers of very dense, creamy, thick, slightly off-white colored head. And the color on this beer is awesome. It's kind of a honey orange caramel sort of color, as you can see. This looks really awesome, like totally A+ as far as the look goes. On smell, that's really good too. Wow, this smells like super wet, juicy, dank hops. Peach, mango, apple, pineapple, grapefruit, oranges. Just very bright, tropical citrus fruits. I have really high hopes for this, and I'm so excited because I've been looking for a good go-to IPA. My go-to IPA has always been from Ska Brewing Company, their Modus Operandi, which I absolutely am in love with. But lately it's been really hard to get around here. I think their distributor has stopped bringing it to us. So I'm really hoping this can be my new go-to because it's seeming just awesome. We won't know until we give it a taste. So let's do that. That's not bad. That's just right. It's got mildly sweet, orange and pineapple and peach up front, which fades into a very dank and bitter hoppy finish. The 7% alcohol is 100% masked in this. That's really awesome. I'm just so, I'm ecstatic right now because I think I finally may have found my new go-to IPA. That's really, really awesome stuff. I can't believe how good that is. Not to put down Deep Ellum or anything, it's just Deep Ellum for me has been kind of a hit-and-miss brewery. Like, the very first beer I drank from them was their Numb Comfort barley wine. Fantastic. One of the best barley wines I've ever drank, in my opinion. Then after that, I had their Pale Ale, no good. Then I had their Double Brown Stout, no good. Then I had their Dream Crusher, eh. Now I have this, awesome. So, I don't know, they've been kind of hit and miss for me. The stuff that's good is very good, and the stuff that's not good isn't like bad, it's just kind of eh. So, that's why I'm so surprised that I'm just really, really loving this standard IPA. That's awesome. As far as a rating for this goes, it gets really high marks, obviously. In the style, I would rank this at about a 96 to a 97 out of 100. Definitely a high A. I would prefer, I mean, I'm always down for a little more sweetness and a little more bitterness in my IPAs. But for where it stands, it's definitely a badass representation of the standard IPA style because it's still strong, but it's not to that like malty double IPA strength either. It's just right there on the edge, and that's where I like it. My own personal score, I'll give it about a 98.5. Once again, if it was just a little bit more bitter or a little bit more those sweet citrus fruits, both of them, not one or the other. Well, it could have just more bitterness, but definitely not just sweeter on its own. You need to have that balancing bitterness. But 98.5, I'm really loving this. 97, I think, in the style. Super awesome IPA. I'm so glad I decided to try this one. And it definitely deserves the A score that it's got on Beer Advocate. So that has been my review of Deep Ellum Brewing Company's IPA flagship beer. Hope you guys enjoyed the beer review as always, and stay tuned for the next one.